I grew up in East Palo Alto, so I was a Raiders fan my whole life. So it is a dream to be a Raider, man. It's crazy for the fans, for Fresno State, crazy for the Raider fans, all of California, and obviously the people that support us individually too. So something that we were definitely looking forward to potentially doing down the road. I'm a secure wide receiver, so at the end of the day, I know what I bring. I told Derek, don't feel any pressure to force me the ball, nothing. We don't have to try to please the media, please anybody. Let's just go out there and do this thing like how we did before. I mean, put together a pretty good resume in college together. This ain't college, but we still got that connection, so looking forward to putting it on display.
Oh, how quickly do you think you and Derek will pick up where you left off?
Well, I mean, the thing is, we've been training together every offseason up until you guys moved out here. So it's been like 2 years that we, haven't, 2 off seasons that we haven't gotten to at least throw, for 3-4 months. So hopefully, I don't want to make any promises. I'm sure we'll pick up where we left off pretty quick. But yeah, we got two guys that work really hard. Makes it a lot easier.
Do you have a memory from your draft day in 2014? Anything that sticks out to you?
I do. Yeah, we had a full camera crew at the house, and I remember having all my people there, just kind of chilling, waiting on the call day one, because kind of expected that. I mean, it was cocky, but a little bit, I guess you could say. But they wouldn't have just sent the cameras there if they didn't believe it too. But we were all kind of chilling at the house, and it was one of the weirdest/worst feelings I've had, and most embarrassed feelings I've had. Even though it's for the NFL draft. So at the end of the day, it's a great thing to look forward to either way. But didn't get picked, so everybody had to come back the next day. We all wore black, and that was that was the funeral for everybody that didn't pick me. So I like to think I made a decent impact and made a couple of the teams pay that didn't pick me up.
What is it about Derek's game that you enjoy playing with him?
I think a lot of it is just us knowing, having. And it's been years, obviously, since we played, a lot of years. But dating back to when we played before, the mentality of him, just the trust level between he and I, and that mixed with, and obviously Aaron, we had an amazing trust level as well. So I'm not slighting Aaron, trusting me at all there. But that's one of the things that I really loved about Derek, is that he trusted me to throw the ball up. He'll he trusts my football acumen, whatever it was, just trusting that I knew what I was doing and what I was talking about at all times. So that helped a lot. Obviously, he's an amazing arm talent. His confidence is through the roof, and I think a part of that helped establish that was throwing the guys like myself, Josh Harper, Isaiah Burst, Marcel Jensen, all those guys. We were his go-to guys at Fresno, and we gave him a reason to trust us.
Talk about the impact Keith Williams had on you developing your craft and perfecting it, and then coming out of your second year. You had a trying second year, a lot of ups and downs. Talk about how that molded you into the receiver you are today.
Keith, Coach Dub, I had 2 offers coming out, San Diego State, Fresno State, and my grades weren't where they should have been when I was offered, and they really took a chance on me, because I had to pick it up my last 2 years because I didn't play football till my junior year. So my junior and senior year in high school, I had to really dig deep, and I took like 8 classes my last year there, while people were taking 4, already knowing where they're going to school. So he was one of the ones that was there supporting my mom. She's crying like, I just really want my son to make it. He didn't apply himself. He's incredibly smart, but he was not applying himself first 2 years in high school. I love telling this story because it's good for people to hear, for the young people to hear, to know that it's never too late, especially if you have a great support system like what I do. And having Keith, there in my corner and pushing me, making sure that I was, like I said, maximizing everything that I could do. That's the only reason that I'm sitting in this chair right now. Honestly, I don't know what would have happened if not. Got all of the talent and the smarts and all of that, but I think I met somebody who could really reach that and pull that out of me. And, like I said, I owe a lot to him, and he knows where we stand on that. And that second year, obviously it did a lot for me because I knew the type of player that I was, but I just had to prove it to myself by staying healthy. And, I dealt with a lot of injuries and couldn't really use that at the time, because to you guys, that's an excuse when you're in it. You can, in hindsight, talk about it, and that's kind of, where we are now. But I wouldn't change it for the world, because I feel like it made me bulletproof at this point. Like, there's nothing anybody can say, do, a rumor, whatever. Like the way I attack my life is almost different because of that. You know, I just, I'm calloused at this point. So, I drop a ball on the field. It's just about something that just happened. It's not gonna, there's not gonna be any residual effect because of it. I'm not gonna get down on myself because of it. It's just like if I was at a workout and I dropped the ball, you're just gonna get back on the line and run it again. Not gonna let it tear you up mentally and become something that's bigger than what it is. And I mean that's where I am now, and that's why I'm able to have the success I can, because my confidence level is really high. Really humble guy, but I know who I am as a player, and what I've been through, it can't be worse than that, as far as the social media and all of that. Like, I was scared to get on social media. I didn't know if I was going to be on the team the next year, all of that. So to be able to come back after having 1 touchdown in the second half of the last game of the season to having 12 touchdowns the next year, and then you know what happened after that. So, yeah, like I said, I'm callous at this point, so it kind of made me the man that I am.